I'm Sulkaharo. I'm the Chief Product Officer working on PAX Day. PAX Day is an MMO. The team has a lot of history around working on MMOs. I personally worked on Habbo Hotel for a very long period of time, which is kind of adjacent to MMOs, but people from Blizzard, a lot of the founders are from CCP, like former makers of EVE Online. And we're making a game that is deeply social, where all the value in the game is made by the players. It's very crafting heavy. We help people to build amazing cities. So we're making as social experience as possible. PAX Day is the brainchild of one of the founders, Reinier Hardeson, who's actually one of the original creators of EVE Online. So he's been thinking about the game for the last 20 years, and part of the reason we put the company together was to actually based on the idea that he had been toying around with for the game for a very long period of time. Obviously, I've been a Discord user for a very long period of time as a end user, because it powers so much in the gaming communities. And the same goes for the entire teams. We were very familiar with how you'd, as an end user, use Discord and actually to connect your communities. And every MMO guild had Discord, so we were kind of knew that what the experience was on that side. And then we were very lucky to start working on the SDK project with Discord. The core experience being just being able to chat using text, the voice chat, and reducing the friction for players to be able to communicate as efficiently as possible. Very happy to having now worked on that for about a year, and the results we're seeing from the players are really good. The Discord was looking for developers to actually work on the SDK. We got recommended to Discord as a potential partner to work on developing the SDK in the first place. So we're seeing increased engagement, other than people commenting on the quality of the voice. So we're actually the voice quality in Discord is somehow amazingly crystal clear. The interesting feedback is obviously because you can now DM people in Discord from inside the game, and you can see your friends. So when they come to PAX Day, they now suddenly have that the social graph that you used to have in Discord inside the game, which just facilitates so much of the interactions they already used to having outside the games. It feels kind of magical to have that baked in and be so easily available to the players. And they seem to love it. We first launched with just the text chat, and because this was we were the first ones to actually go out with the SDK, and so the players had no experience of it from anywhere, and this wasn't actually announced before. So we got some mixed reactions simply due to the fact that people were kind of wrapping their heads around what is this thing, what does it actually mean for my Discord identity to be inside the game. And as they've gotten used to seeing what it works and talking to each other, and there's more posts online about how it works, I think some of the early worries about how this works have been kind of alleviated by the fact that people actually understand what it means now. We've gotten multiple remarks from players how weirdly magical it feels to be able to communicate with your friends outside of the game, even when you're inside the game. So the decision to add voice chat to PAX Day was super simple, because we're deeply social as a game. It's in our interest to facilitate communication between the players as much as possible, and the voice for especially games that feature any kind of real-time combat is just a given that you need to give voice capabilities to the players. It makes it a lot easier for the players to engage with the game and actually have more fun. So it was a complete no-brainer to add it. So the main challenge working with the SDK is not the SDK itself. So the SDK is actually super high quality, the documentation is easy, the API makes sense. The biggest problem we've seen is just getting the play experience in the game so you craft the flows and user interfaces in a manner that feel very smooth to the players. That's where most of the effort actually goes to. And crafting that UX flow to be smooth is where the effort goes. It's not the technical challenge actually using the SDK, it's actually how you use it and what are the flows that you want to create in the game. What are the ways in which you best serve the players? So for us, the main use cases for voice especially has been that you can form a party, temporary party, when you go to a dungeon or any kind of PvE content, and it was natural to just map the voice chat to that. And we have the MMO guild, or the guilds inside the game, and the clan channels now have voice chat available. And that's basically that's the core experience of using voice in the game right now. And PAX Day, one of the core experiences is to play cooperatively and building something together. And for the cooperation, especially communication, is the vital component of being able to cooperate with other humans. and we can reduce so much friction by actually like all the tools that we get from the SDK to do that. So the ways in which we're seeing the integration added to the experience is the using DMs, which is the way to communicate to outside of Discord, where it's super easy to actually ask your friends to come into the game. Or again, we have a lot of gameplay where you need to cooperate with other players, and for that to happen, like ideally your entire group of friends who play the game are online at the same time to cooperate. And you can actually now do that, like invite people from inside the game when you see them come online, and it just adds to the layer, like being able to cooperate. Yeah, so the way the SDK supports us being able to craft the different channels of the experiences, the SDK is super flexible. So Discord seems to have made the decision of like offloaded the decision how you want to use it to the developer, because we kind of know what the use cases are, what are the important parts. The SDK actually just makes it super easy for us to create any type of channel that we want and then allow the players to join it. So the way we made the channels is actually how we thought we best serve the players, and the SDK just enables it. I guess I'm just proud of the whole thing, that actually we helped Discord make this real. I think this will fundamentally transform how people think about social interactions in game, the type of use cases we can, as developers, we can give to the players. And I'm just super happy that we were able to work with Discord to making this real. So yes, we integrated the SDK when the game was already live, and interestingly, we'd been kind of deferring the decision on like which third-party service we wouldn't be wanting to use for all of the communication layer, where like from text chat to the voice, and partly because we weren't happy with anything that was actually on the market, and so the SDK project actually came at the exact right time where like we needed to commit to something, and it was obvious from the get-go that Discord is going to be by far the best option for the developers to do this. So yeah, so it's a no-brainer again to integrate Discord into the game. Like as we started talking about how to make the SDK for Unreal, we were actually right there before the core fundamentals of SDK were there, but the Unreal plugin side wasn't quite developed, and we were actually working with Discord to figure out like how to make the SDK real and support Unreal as well as possible. And the end result is a like nicely made Unreal plugin. There's a sample project that actually shows how you use it, and getting started understanding how it works inside Unreal is actually now super straightforward. We've taken the type of gameplay that you would traditionally find in a survival-ish game, and just made it a lot deeper, but allowing a lot of players to play the same game. Where typically the type of gameplay you find in PAX Day is experienced by maybe 20 to 30 people max at the time. We're allowing up to 8,000 people per world to cooperate and exist in the same place. And actually, the one of the reasons we're super happy about Discord is the Discord knows how to operate communication layers for massive groups of players, and we've seen zero problems actually handling these like huge load of players as part of the game. So my one advice would be like if you want to feature any kind of friend lists chat in the game, just use the Discord SDK. It's the best thing out there.